Hello everyone. Today I'll explain the sum that I had been explaining in the previous video. I mean the last video that I uploaded. The sum was halfly done in that particular video, and I mentioned that half part of the sum, the last part I mean, I'll upload soon. So we are done with the half sum, and today we are going to finish this sum. Yeah, so it is illustration 25, page number 190 of your textbook. There are two partners. This is their old ratio, and the main concept of the sum was that this sum includes the balances of current accounts. मैंने बड़े अच्छे से आपको समझाया था कि करंट अकाउंट्स कब बनाए जाते हैं. We have these many adjustments here. Vedang is the new partner, and we are supposed to prepare the balance sheet, and we have prepared the ledger accounts, current accounts, capital accounts, and revaluation account, I can say. All right, so I think we had been doing these adjustments, that is third, fourth, and fifth. We have lastly done adjustment fourth, that Vedang will bring rupees 30,000 in cash as goodwill. We have understood the journal entry for this, and I guess we have also done posting. There were two journal entries for this. First, when partner brings the amount of goodwill in cash, and the next was that old partners are sharing this amount of goodwill in sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio is 5:3, which is old ratio itself. I have explained why old ratio will become sacrificing ratio, just because new share is not mentioned and no other information is given for obtaining sacrificing ratio. Now the new topic in this sum related to goodwill, related to the adjustment of goodwill, is that the partner brought only 30,000 instead of 40,000 rupees. So I said in the previous video that when I'll be uploading the second part of this video, I mean the sum actually, the long sum, हमने आधा सम कंप्लीट किया है. लास्ट वीडियो जो मैंने अपलोड किया था, हाफ इज़ लेफ्ट विच वी आर गोइंग टू फिनिश टुडे. सो आई मेंशन्ड कि इसमें जो 10,000 का डिफरेंस है उसके बारे में आपको नेक्स्ट वीडियो में सिखाया जाएगा. सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न दैट. नाउ 10,000 which the partner did not bring, are to be debited from partner's capital account. In case if you are preparing current accounts, then it is to be debited to partner's current account. New partner's current account will be debited and old partner's current accounts will be credited. If you are preparing only capital account, अगर आपका सम है उसमें करंट अकाउंट्स आपने नहीं बनाए हैं, मतलब दूसरे किसी सम में अगर बैलेंस शीट में करंट अकाउंट्स का बैलेंस ही नहीं दिया गया था, तो उस केस में आपको पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट क्रेडिट करना है. अदरवाइज इफ़ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग करंट अकाउंट्स, जैसे इस सम में हम करंट अकाउंट्स प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं, सो वी आर गोइंग टू गिव इफेक्ट ऑफ गुडविल इन पार्टनर्स करंट अकाउंट्स. I'll repeat a point here that I have mentioned in the previous video also, that anything that you are writing in capital accounts, for now in this sum you'll be writing all those things in current accounts except for the amount of capital and adjustments related to capital. All right, so the journal entry for this 10,000 will be, प्लीज़ राइट डाउन दिस जर्नल एंट्री. अगर आप लिखेंगे तो आपको ज़्यादा समझ में आएगा, बिकॉज द जर्नल एंट्रीज आर नॉट गिवन इन दिस क्वेश्चन. आपसे पूछी नहीं गई है, इसलिए सोल्यूशन में भी जर्नल एंट्रीज नहीं दी गई हैं. प्लीज़ राइट डाउन द जर्नल एंट्री. It will be Vedang's current account debit 10,000 to, who are the old partners? Yes, to Bhavya's current account, to Deep's current account. 10,000 in the ratio of 5:3, sacrificing ratio. आपने जर्नल एंट्री लिख ली है, अब उसका पोस्टिंग सीखेंगे हम, एंड देयर आफ्टर आई विल एक्सप्लेन द जर्नल एंट्री. या लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द पोस्टिंग. इसका पोस्टिंग समझना बहुत ही ज़रूरी है. द जर्नल एंट्री इज अबाउट पार्टनर्स करंट अकाउंट्स. Vedang's current account has been debited and remaining two partners' current accounts have been credited, and we are posting in partners' current accounts. Yes, so as per the rules of posting, जो डेबिट हुआ है वो पोस्टिंग में क्रेडिट होगा and vice versa. So Vedang has been debited. So in the process of posting, Vedang will be credited. Vedang's current account, I mean, it will be credited. And always remember, while posting this type of journal entry, you are supposed to mention the amount in the column of opposite partners always. Okay, so here if you are writing Vedang's current account, then amount you are going to write in Bhavya and Deep's current account. This simply means that Vedang is supposed to pay this respective amounts, which is 6,250 and 3,750 to these partners. That is the reason that Vedang's current account has been debited. Yes, and it is credited in the process of posting. This clearly means that Vedang will pay this much amount to Bhavya and Deep from his current account. Okay, not from capital account. Now, the second part of journal entry is to Bhavya's current account, to Deep's current account. जर्नल एंट्री में ये दोनों अकाउंट क्रेडिट किए गए हैं, इसलिए पोस्टिंग में दे आर रिटर्न ऑन डेबिट साइड. एंड एज आई सेड, जिस पार्टनर का आप नाम लिखेंगे उनकी कॉलम में अमाउंट नहीं लिखेंगे आप. Amount is to be written always in the column of opposite partner. Here you can see 6,250, 3,750. The logic being that the partners' current accounts, that is Bhavya and Deep, इनका current account credit हुआ है. That means they are going to receive the amount from Vedang. Alright, I will repeat journal entry once. The concept is that the new value of goodwill is 2 lakh. Here we have the adjustment 2 lakh. This is the new value. अब इस value के हिसाब से as per the share in future profit of the partner is supposed to bring the amount of goodwill. Premium for goodwill. So 2 lakh into 1/5 is 40,000. Vedang was supposed to bring 40,000 rupees and he brought only 30,000 rupees. So whenever partner brings premium for goodwill in cash, we very well know what are the effects. First journal entry is cash account debit to premium for goodwill account. Second journal entry is regarding 30,000 will be shared among the partners in sacrificing ratio. So an important point here was 40,000 और 30,000 के बीच का डिफरेंस 10,000. So जब भी आपके सम में ऐसा एडजस्टमेंट रहेगा that partner did not bring sufficient amount of goodwill, तब आपका एक एडिशनल जर्नल एंट्री आएगा गुडविल का. गुडविल की ऑलरेडी 2 जर्नल एंट्री है. थर्ड जर्नल एंट्री उसमें क्या रहेगा? न्यू पार्टनर्स कैपिटल और करंट अकाउंट डेबिट टू ओल्ड पार्टनर्स कैपिटल करंट अकाउंट. ऑलराइट, एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर डेफिसिट अमाउंट will be again shared in sacrificing ratio by old partners. All right. So we are done with goodwill related adjustments completely. Sixth adjustment also I think we have done in the adjustments when we were doing adjustment number 2. Second and sixth adjustment are related, so this adjustment is done in the previous video. Seventh adjustment, market value of stock of rupees 30,000 is rupees 24,000. Understand, 30,000 का जो stock है उसकी value 24,000 है. What do you interpret from this? That the value of stock has decreased by 6,000 rupees. Yes, so this is decrease in the value of an asset. What is the journal entry for this? Stock account debit, revaluation account debit to stock account. 6,000. You can see the posting here. See, the value of stock has decreased. Revaluation account debit to stock account. Journal entry में stock को credit किया था. In the process of posting हमने उसको debit side post किया है. So now what about the new value of stock? Let us check in the question. Stock is an asset, so I will check on this side. Okay, overall stock is worth rupees 40,000 and they say 30,000 का जो stock है, 40,000 में से 30,000 का stock. If you want a better understanding, please write down in your book. Write down 40,000. अब उसके दो पार्ट कीजिए. Make 2 arrows like you are preparing a chart. एक तरफ आप लिखेंगे 30,000. So how much is remaining? 10,000. Now about 30,000 they say the value is 24,000. Okay. And about remaining they say nothing. So about remaining 10,000 will be considered same. वो 10,000 का 10,000 ही रहेगा. So now the new value of stock 10,000 as it is plus 24,000. Yes. So what will be the new value? 10,000 plus 24,000. New value is 34,000. So 40,000 minus 34,000 gives you 6,000 again. Yeah, so what is the new value? 34,000. And the amount of difference 6,000. We have already understood this. Yeah? Then second last adjustment. Liability for workman's compensation is rupees 24,000. Now this is a reserve. Workman's compensation is always given on liabilities side of old balance sheet. How much reserve do I have? 40,000. Of which how much I have to pay? 24,000. I have to pay. Yes, it is a liability. Liability for workman's compensation. So anything that I'm supposed to pay is my liability. So I'll be writing it in new balance sheet as a liability. 24,000 I'm supposed to pay. And let me explain, if you are thinking that you will be writing 24,000 in revaluation account debit side, then you are wrong. I am already having sufficient balance, 40,000. Yes, this is kept for the same purpose कि अगर कभी पे करना पड़ जाए तो 40,000 का रिजर्व तो हमारे पास है ही, उसमें से ही आपको पे करना है. So there is no question of making loss. Yeah, so that is the reason कि इसको revaluation account में debit side नहीं लिखा जाएगा. This is only your liability. Now out of 40,000, 24,000 आप पे कर देंगे. ठीक है. So how much is remaining? 16,000 ऑफ कोर्स, 40,000 में से 24,000 you will pay. So how much is remaining? 16,000. Now this is a reserve. Reserves at the end of the year or at the time of the admission of a new partner. Yeah, the remaining reserves are to be distributed among partners in their old ratio. Old ratio, not sacrificing ratio. Old ratio is 5:3. Yes, so 16,000 will be credited in partners' current accounts. In this sum you are preparing current accounts, इसलिए उसको current accounts में credit किया जाएगा. And if you want me to dictate the journal entry for this, तो workman's compensation reserve account debit 16,000 to Bhavya's current account to Deep's current account. Reserves, accumulated profit, everything will be distributed in old partners, not all the three. Yeah, so we'll check the posting in partners current accounts. You can see here workman's compensation reserve 10,000 and 6,000. Okay, then the last adjustment, outstanding interest on investment rupees 16,000 is unrecorded. Why do you invest? You invest with the purpose of receiving interest. So 16,000 outstanding interest आपने record नहीं किया है. This is of course an income. Incomes are written on credit side of revaluation account. Yes, this is my income. Whenever you receive any sort of income, outstanding income, or in case if you are benefited in any manner, that time revaluation account is credited. So the journal entry is outstanding interest on investment account debit 16,000 to revaluation account. Yes, तो उसके बेसिस पे इसका posting credit side by outstanding interest on investment account 16,000. Second effect for this, receivable income here बैलेंस शीट. ये तो आपको पता ही है, फाइनल अकाउंट्स में ये एडजस्टमेंट हम सीखे हैं 11th स्टैंडर्ड में. ठीक है, आउटस्टैंडिंग इनकम्स, रिसीवेबल इनकम्स आर रिटन इन बैलेंस शीट एसेट साइड. So here we are completely done with all the adjustments. Now let us quickly check which are the items remaining left to be recorded. This is your next step. I can say record the remaining. So credit side से हम start करेंगे. Provident fund पे कोई भी adjustment नहीं था. So I'll be writing it as it is. I guess all the remaining items have been recorded. Capital accounts have been written in the balances of capital account have been written in the respective account and also for current account. Creditors and workmen's compensation reserve पे adjustment था. अगर आपने टिक किया होगा as per my instructions, then things will go easy. आपको तुरंत ही पता चल जाएगा कि क्या क्या रिकॉर्ड करना रह गया है. So provident fund you will be writing in the new balance sheet as it is here. And yeah, make sure whenever you are solving a sum with current accounts, yes, you always have to leave sufficient space here before you write anything, any of the liabilities in the new balance sheet. Okay, हमेशा अभी हम एडजस्टमेंट्स या कुछ भी कर रहे हैं तो आपको यहाँ पे इतना स्पेस तो रख ही देना है क्लोजिंग बैलेंसेस के लिए. इन द प्रीवियस सम ऑल्सो आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू, आई हैव मेंशन्ड दिस कि न्यू बैलेंस शीट में हमेशा आप कैपिटल अकाउंट की बैलेंस लिखने के लिए जो हमें लास्ट में मिलती है टोटल करते वक्त, उसकी जगह आपको पहले से यहीं पे रखनी है. यू हैव टू फॉलो द फॉर्मेट. और अगर आपको याद ना रहे तो आपके क्वेश्चन का फॉर्मेट ही आप फॉलो कर सकते हैं. ओके, देन सो यहाँ पे हमने जगह रखी है, यहाँ पे जो वैल्यूज दी हुई है दे आर द क्लोजिंग बैलेंसेस वो हम अभी तक नहीं सीखे हैं. आई हैव रिटन प्रोविडेंट फंड हियर. ठीक है. देन ऑन द एसेट साइड, ऑलराइट, बैंक. इस पे एक एडजस्टमेंट था गुडविल से रिलेटेड. आई मीन गुडविल का जो अमाउंट लाया गया कैश में वो हमने इसमें ऐड किया है. सो वी आर डन विद दिस. डेटर्स, उस पर कोई एडजस्टमेंट नहीं था. सो आई विल बी राइटिंग इट एज इट इज. यस, 60,000. देन स्टॉक न्यू वैल्यू हैज़ बीन ऑलरेडी रिटन. बिल्डिंग और इन्वेस्टमेंट हमने नहीं लिखा है अभी तक. विल बी राइटिंग इट एज इट इज. ऑलराइट, दिस इज बिल्डिंग and this is investment. Okay, so in the given question now, none of the items as per me are left to be recorded. Also we are done with all the adjustments. All right, so moving towards the final step, that is of balancing. Total I guess आप सबको अभी आता है करने. Here total of revaluation account of both the sides is identical, so there is no profit, no loss. Moving towards second account. Starting with Bhavya, 1 lakh you have written on credit side. There is nothing on debit side, so 1 lakh again on debit side, balance carried down. Same logic applies for Deep even. And on credit side of Vedang's column, 50,000 plus 40,000, that is 90,000, is the balance of capital account of Vedang. Nothing on debit side, so these are the closing balances: 1 lakh, 1,30,000 and 90,000. Capital will be written in balance sheet. Closing balances: 1 lakh, 1,30,000, 90,000. Net amount, outer column. Moving towards the next account, partners current account. Okay, we'll be starting with the first partner. Please do not consider this to balance brought down even on this side while बैलेंसिंग दिस अकाउंट्स. ऑल राइट, ये बैलेंस करने के बाद लिखा गया फिगर है. भव्या 80,000 प्लस 18,750 प्लस 6,250 एंड 10,000 गिव्स यू 1,15,000. डेबिट साइड भव्या के कॉलम में कुछ भी नहीं था, सो यहाँ पर जो टोटल है वही अमाउंट है बैलेंस ब्रॉट डाउन में, 1,15,000. ओके, सेम फॉर दीप, 81,000 ऑन क्रेडिट साइड, 81,000 बैलेंस ब्रॉट डाउन. दिस इज द क्लोजिंग बैलेंस ऑफ करंट अकाउंट्स ऑफ भव्या एंड दीप. नाउ इफ यू रिमेंबर, आपको जब फर्स्ट वीडियो में, मतलब लॉन्ग सम का जो पहला वीडियो था उसमें टोटल करने सिखाया था मैंने आपको. एंड आंसर ट्रांसफ़र करने का एक रूल है. आप आंसर हमेशा ऑपोजिट साइड ट्रांसफ़र करते हैं. इफ़ यू आर ट्रांसफरिंग इट टू द नेक्स्ट अकाउंट और इफ़ यू आर ट्रांसफरिंग इट टू द बैलेंस शीट, आंसर हमेशा, द बैलेंसिंग फिगर हमेशा ऑपोजिट साइड डाला जाता है. हियर द आंसर इज ऑन डेबिट साइड, सो इन बैलेंस शीट it will be transferred on credit side. Closing balance of current accounts of old partners, this is Bhavya and Deep. If you can see here, 1,15,000 and 81,000. Okay, अभी लास्ट पार्टनर का, आई मीन द न्यू पार्टनर, उनका करंट अकाउंट का टोटल करना रह गया है, वो हम कर लेंगे अभी. वेदांग, डेबिट साइड 6,250 प्लस 3,750 गिव्स यू 10,000. इनका जो टोटल है वो डेबिट साइड का टोटल ज़्यादा है, सो 10,000 माइनस क्रेडिट साइड, देयर इज नथिंग, So balancing figure is on credit side here. Balance carried down 10,000. Now if the answer is 10,000 here on credit side, then in balance sheet it will be written on debit side, asset side. Current account of Vedant, you can see 10,000. Okay, so we have finished balancing all the ledger accounts. Now the main purpose जो हमारा है कि बैलेंस शीट का जो टोटल है वो दोनों तरफ का आएगा आइडेंटिकल. दैट इज द मोटिव ऑफ सॉल्विंग अ लॉन्ग सम, आई कैन से. सो वी हैव रिटन एवरीथिंग. अभी अगर आप दोनों तरफ का टोटल करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली दोनों तरफ का टोटल आइडेंटिकल ही आएगा, विच इज 6,10,000. ऑलराइट. इन केस आपका टोटल मैच नहीं कर रहा है तो डेफिनेटली आपने किसी ना किसी स्टेप में या किसी ना किसी अकाउंट में, पोस्टिंग में या कोई एडजस्टमेंट की कोई गलत इफेक्ट डाल दी होगी. वैसे आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो देर आर वेरी लेस चांसेस कि आप कोई भी गलती करेंगे. एज यू ऑल नो, प्रैक्टिस विल मेक यू परफेक्ट. So here I finished this long sum. Hope you all were able to understand. And this was the sum which contains the balances of current accounts. So you are supposed to solve this sum. I mean practice this sum. And after doing this sum, you have, after doing this illustration, you can find the sum. I'll let you know you have a sum in your exercise. I think it is question number 14, which is similar to this. You can practice this sum. The long sums start from question 8. The sum that we have done today is just similar to question 14. Yeah, page number 211, 211 and of course page number 212, उस पे बैलेंस शीट दिया गया है. You can see the question matches to the sum that we have, the illustration that we have solved today. तो पहले आप वो पूरा इलस्ट्रेशन समझिए, वीडियोस को अच्छी तरह से स्टडी कीजिए. देन ऑन दैट बेसिस यू आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व दिस सम. ऑफ कोर्स आंसर्स टेक्स्ट बुक के पीछे दिए हुए हैं, आप अपने आंसर वहाँ पे मैच कर सकते हैं. एंड स्टिल अगर आपको कोई डाउट रहेगा तो यू कैन राइट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन गिवन बिलो. I will be happy to solve this. So please try this sum and also that illustration that I have explained. पहले आपको illustration करना है, फिर ये sum करना है. And as I said, you can write your doubts in the comment section and I will solve the same. So that's all for today. Stay home and stay safe.